Troy Simmons.
They're playing 2 on Jeff Farmer now. King is actually facing him, and Pickett staying 20 metres out further in front.
Walsh's kick found its mark in Neitz. I was going to say the Kangaroos have kicked 4 of the last 6, even with a wizard goal, but Melbourne with a chance here.
David King's gone back onto Jeff Farmer, and the man that was picking him up, Guy Rigoni, is now being attended to by Byron Pickett.
Needs this goal, Neitz. He's kicked 3 behinds. The other captain at the other end has kicked 2 goals. He's kicked it beautifully. He's kicked it home. They are scoring so freely. That's the problem, isn't it?
You just get the feeling Melbourne are a little bit more methodical about the way they create goals, whereas when it gets down the other end, they have to fight tooth and nail and produce something out of the ordinary to kick a goal, the Kangaroos. But with Melbourne, they're dominating in the midfield and they're delivering the ball to their forwards.
They've actually spaced apart the Kangaroos back line now. They've worked it to their advantage.
Not a lot on offer. Well smothered by McDonald. He gives it to the Wizard. Doesn't blaze away. Chips in towards full forward. And the big fly at the back by Neitz is going to be paid, and he'll shoot for goal.
I'm not quite sure who the kick was intended for. Jeff Farmer chipped the ball over. It might have been Robinson in space as well, but in the end it was a little bit too long. There was a 2-on-1 for the Demons, but David Neitz, he just took the set.
In the meantime, Schwartz is off and Green is on.
Just saw the Carlton coaching panel, Sandy, looking on, and no doubt the Bombers are similarly, but Big Jack reckons tomorrow's the grand final. I reckon Big Jack might have to eat his words.
Again. Neitz. Almost directly in front. Didn't exactly have his kicking boot on earlier in the night. Started off with 3 behinds, but has now kicked his 2nd goal.
Tell you what, if they're not in the best 2 teams in the comp right now, I'll go he. And they're on their way. They've seen enough.
They've seen enough, yes.
It's hard to imagine that they won't be competitive next week, whoever lines up against them.
This has worked out the way it should have. If you just go back over the last 10 weeks' form, definitively, Melbourne have been the 2nd best team in the comp.
They've had a spell. They haven't exactly had their brains belted tonight.
No, fresh.
Carey's gone to the back line. The Carlton coaching panel, by the way, have just left.